Hello folks, welcome back, Happy New Year, etc. Exit music for a film by Radiohead, Acoustic Style. You're going to need a capo on the 2nd fret, tuning's standard. So that would be your E. That would be your A minor. So let's start there, shall we? The intro is all A minor with a little flourish. So we have, this is the rhythm as well. Worth pointing out, the rhythm for this has a shuffle feel. It's got a lilt. So rather than it's okay, so rather than it's, so you've got that little okay. Hear that? 1 2 1 2 1. And the rhythm throughout is pretty much this. Okay, so let's look at that very quickly. We have, you basically strike a lower part of the chord, right? Don't go exactly by the tab because it's going to vary with, you know, variances in picking, or strumming rather. So we have, so we've got 3 strums there that are all on the offbeat. So you start with, and then you end with this up, down, up. And then you got that little fill there, okay? So together then, for the intro we have, and for that you're just doing, so from the A minor you go to an A sus2, well, relative to the capo, right? So it's down, first finger off, then you do up, down, up, and then little finger's going to go onto the 3rd fret on the B, and that's an A sus4, okay? Again, relative to capo. So again, and you play that round twice. Then you play 2 bars of this. Like that. Very subtle difference. So the first one would be, second one is, don't worry about it too much. For the verse, it starts to move about. We've got these chords. We've got A minor to E major. These are all 1 bar each. C with G in the bass. D5 with F sharp in the bass. The second time, it actually moves down to the F, so it would be, or like that. Back around, A minor E, A sus4 to A major. And then you round again, right? Starting with the A minor again. Wonderful chord progression. And the strumming, you already know. So that would be, again, okay? So pretty straightforward. Once you get those chords, you are nailing this. Subtle difference there is when I went to the D5 with F sharp in the bass, the rhythm changed ever so slightly, and that you go to the strummy part a bit quicker. subsequent times you're going to play like that. So, okay, so you go like that. And the only other things of note really are when you're changing, you're aiming for that, but what you'll hear really is, because you're going to change on that last 16th note. And you're just going to catch the top two strings when you change to the next chord, right? Okay. Etc. Right, so you play that whole thing around 3 times, and aside from this fill, when you go around the second and third times, the rhythm changes ever so slightly. It sort of develops a bit more into this. Now the bridge is awesome. Goes like this. Got some great chords in it. Check these out. That's the first time round. Second time goes. Like that, okay? So you're just going to go from the E sus4 at the end to resolve to the major, okay? So the first chord is really cool. It's a bit of a like a G minor type shape. Easiest way to get this chord, I think, is to do the top part first, which is 3-1-3 relative to capo again, and then your second finger is going to come over and naturally mute that A string, right? So if we consider this one part, right, that will cover 2 beats. This chord covers 6 beats, so you're going to do 3 of these. Okay, before you change. So you'd have and the change is just sliding these 3 fingers here down 1 fret. And doing 2 of those parts, okay? And you go to an A sus2, A minor, little fill here. Take your first finger off again. So you're going from the A sus2 to the A sus4. Then assume your A minor position again, but then you are going to play the F in the root. So it's an F major 7. I think that's what he's playing here, because I hear that, but the root note's definitely F. And I don't think it's, it could be that, but seeing him live, it doesn't seem to move his hand too much there, so I think he's probably playing that. That's 1 bar, so 2 of those parts. And again for the E sus4, right? And you go around again, but then the second time is that. Right, then there's another verse, but that goes into this middle 8 part. So we have... go into this middle 8 part, okay, from that. And note that I stayed on the D5 with F sharp in the bass. I didn't do the passing, which I think is correct. Then the whole band comes in with that, you know. You know, all that good stuff, right? Should we start with A minor? To B. To F, hang on the F, B flat, back to E, alright, pretty straightforward. Then we go back into the verse, but the difference is the second half repeats around 3 times and it gradually, you know, sort of fades out, right? So then we have... One more time. And you're done. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you again soon.